Good day, viewers. Welcome to yet another fun-filled episode of your favorite informative show, that is, of course, Generation C, where we aim to inform the youth. I go by the name of Purfies.
And I am Dinala Shiteni. And if you're still clueless about what this show is all about, Generation C aims to empower and equip the youth through three different segments, namely The Zone, School Corner, and Varsity Chat Room.
Generation C, not Generation C, but The Zone is published every Tuesday in the Namibian Sun, the Algemeine Zeitung, as well as the Republican.
That's right. And today is World Blood Donors Day. So guys, please do go to the Namibian Blood Transfusion Service and save 7 lives.
Yes. Have you donated blood before?
All the time.
I know she could literally be the Namibian Blood Transfusion Service
Ambassador. I know, right? It's about time.
Yeah, but do be sure to donate. Well, today in studio, we of course joined by the founders of the AquaNust program, or not the AquaNust program, but the AquaNust water, literally. But before we head into that, let's take a look at what The Zone has in store for us this week. On the front page of The Zone today, we have an article on Matile Kapololo, a young artist that has taught himself everything there is to know about art and working with paint, and how much he loves it. Let's take a look at the video to find out what he has in store for us.
Hey guys, I'm Matile Kapolola and I'm an artist, versatile artist, and I've been doing this ever since I was grade 4 or 5. That's when I realized that this is my passion, and I started following it. I invested a lot into it, and I'm going to move forward with it. During the course of my journey, I've taught myself a lot of things. I've created a lot of things, and this is one of the things that I've created. It's basically just color coding, using different colors to create an image. I did this in 2015, and this is when I started introducing myself to paint and using different paints. And as an artist, I feel like it's very important to know paints and how to create different color paints from other paints, and how to mix them and use colors that complement each other and not colors that blend into each other. It's very important, and this is one of the things that I've learned as an artist.
On page 2, an article on ending harmful practices against children in collaboration with Day of the African Child. The theme of this year's Day of the African Child is Eliminating Harmful Practices Affecting Children, Progress on Policy and Practice since 2013. Please stay tuned for this video. Also on page 2, we have the photo of the week. So we have a picture of the learners from Eros Primary School.
Well, also on page 2, we of course have our Vox for this week, where the Zone team took to Eros Primary School to find out from the learners what they had to say about being a proud African child. Let's take a look.
My name is Dapewa Simeon. I am the head girl of Eros Primary School. Today I'm going to be telling you what makes me a proud African child. What makes me a proud African child, first of all, what I respect the most is my traditional value. I was taught to obey others and respect others as I respect myself. I also What makes me a proud African child is my language that I talk, Oshivambo language. It's very unique and I love that's what I love about it. I love my traditional dress, which is absolutely a work of art, and also my traditional food. I mean, it's really delicious, and I think that's it.
My name is Maggie Shadi, and I'm going to be talking about why I am proud to be an African child. Well, first of all, I am proud because Africa is a very beautiful place, and I just love being in a continent which is very beautiful, filled with cultures, and this is my motherland. Any part of the world which I go to, I will always have Africa a part of my heart. It is one of the pieces that attaches my heart together, and Africa is just unique, extraordinary, it's very beautiful.
On page 3, we have an article by Monique Adams. After a storm destroyed 2 classrooms in January at the Auzenker Primary School, the classrooms were part of 8 that were donated by the Southern African Education Fund in 2019. Let's take a look.
Is van 'n vroutjie wat se skoonpa hier 'n manager by 'n company was gebou. 'n Southern African Trust.
Wat nou die
Development Trust.
8 klasse gebou
En
het.
het die 8 klasse gebou.
Okay.
En toe is hierdie 2 mos nou in
Verwaai.
Januarie verwaai. So daai 2 was alreeds laas jaar op die papiere wat nou moes gebouw geweest het, so hulle is gebouw. Hierdie 2 word nie gebouw. Dus heb ik die print ook op een stadium stuur. Die print.
Dit is omgewaai, nou word dit like in stene. Dit was eers wat?
Nee, dit was eerst soos daar
Soos-
lê die materiaal.
Okay.
Daar lê die
Dit was
materiaal.
eers so. En nou gaan hulle nou stene.
Nee. Hulle gaan weer 2 soos daai bou. Daai 2 klasse is ook Januarie maand van nee, nie Januarie. April maand is 2 pre-primary klasse wat government gebou is. Government gaan hierdie rebuild.
Okay.
Rebuild hierdie 2.
En teen watter tyd sê hulle sal dit klaar wees?
Hopefully end of July.
And on page 4, an interesting feature by Micheline Navatises on the pain of growing up without parents. Let's have a look at what she has in store for us.
Hi, I'm Arthur von Spiegel, a recent industrial psychology graduate from the University of Namibia. I'm currently doing my internship at B2 Gold Namibia as a wellness and employee relations intern. One of the effects that absent parent can have on the children is that these kids tend to have social anxiety problems and also tend to find it difficult on how to build friendships and relationships with their parents.
Also on page 5, we have an article by Al Natan's RT Kafir branch management presenting an event, Wie Wird Wat, which is similar to the CakeNet program, Cake Wie Praat. Let's take a look.
Ek het bang, maar ek het nie geld nie. Ja?
Bang wat jy op sit.
Nee. Soos, ek sê nie ek is bang nie, ek sê ek het 'n bang, is 'n rekvraag. Maar ek het nie geld nie.
Is dit 'n rekenkundige vraag?
Nee, ek het nie. Ek was hy. Mooi.
On page 6, we have the under 12, 13, 15 and 17 Namibian school sports union teams that were picked on Saturday, 11 June 2022. The best netball girls from the 14 regions in the country battled it out on the netball field on Saturday. The game started early at 8 a.m. and the last ended in the late afternoon. Let's see how that went.
Thank you very much. It's holiday, as I mentioned this morning, parents, that you avail your children to be here. And with these good manners people, we end up at this day. 6. 8-0. 6. 6. 6-9.
Okay, my name is Helene Thomas. I'm from Oshkoto region, and I really feel proud of myself. I feel proud, like I never knew I would make it tough, to be honest, they were tough. I really never knew I would get chosen, but they were tough. But by...
Did you expect to go through?
No, I
You
didn't.
didn't.
I didn't. I actually wanted to give up, but my coach encouraged me through the way. I really thank her for that.
Well, of course, also on page 6, we have an interesting initiative by St. George's Diocesan School, where 22 learners will begin their holiday this month with a 500-kilometer cycle challenge that will take them across parts of southern Namibia. On 16th June 2022, a group of learners that start the #Ride for Hela challenge in honor of the late Hela Rist, who played a pivotal role in cycling community of Namibia at their school.
And on page 7, the Moritz Devonish Private School in Ongwediva hosted a walk-a-thon for learners last week. The second since the COVID-19 pandemic struck. Celebrated as a fun day for learners and parents, the proceeds of the walk-a-thon are directed towards the school and improving its infrastructure. Let's see how that went.
Well, of course, also on page 7, we have an article by Tunohole Mungoba on the Ohangwena Regional Educational Consultations meeting last week to discuss issues facing the region. The event was held at the Monte Carlo Guest House in Enana, and those present included principals, learners, and parents. Let's take a look.
Semshino is at the back, so he ensures that we capture the events here. Everything that we are doing, it's being captured, and I think he's being supported by the media team from the region. We are also joined by the two gentlemen that make sure that the sound system, the director of ceremonies, to direct the participants to the different group away sessions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mushira. We, having heard and listened to the groups that has been formed,
What an informative Zone edition that was. Of course, be sure to get yourself a copy either in the Allgemeine Zeitung, Republican, or the Namibian Sun. Let's head over to the school corner to see what the school kids have to say. Welcome to the school corner, where we see what is happening all around the schools in Namibia. Now, for this week's School Focus on page 5, we of course have Eros Primary School, which has over 40 teachers and over 1,800 learners. Now, Eros Primary School has been in existence since 1957, and this year is of course its 65th year of existence, and it is of course run by Miss Jacobina Hamata, who is their current principal. Let's take a look at what Eros Primary School has in store for us.
Goeiemôre, ek is meneer Kwebet van Eros Primêre Skool. Ek het in Februarie maand hier begin. Ek is 'n Afrikaans onderwyser. Ek is graad 7C klasregister onderwyser. Dis 'n baie voorreg om hier by Eros Primêre Skool te onderrig. Ek sien uit elke oggend om met hierdie leerlinge van Eros my dag te spandeer. Hulle uitstekende klaswerk en samewerking wat hulle het, maak my baie plesierig en opvoedend.
And on page 7, we have our star teacher, Miss Ronelle Lowe, an English teacher at ProEd Academy, who shares that teaching is not a half-day job. Let's have a look at what she has to say.
Why I love what I do, why I'm still doing it after 42 years, because I love teenagers. I love their potential. I love their energy. And you know, it's also because I believe in them. And sometimes it only takes one person to believe in a child when they don't believe in themselves anymore. And that can very often make the difference. That can make them believe that they are valuable, that they can make a difference, because they can. And there is no greater joy than meeting them after 10 or 20 or 30 years and to see what's become of them. And then if you walk away and you think, maybe I was a tiny, tiny piece of a 2,000 piece puzzle, who actually helped to complete this lovely, successful picture in front of me. And that is why teachers don't win Nobel Prizes, because our Nobel Prizes are the ones walking the streets, doing their daily jobs well, and making us proud.
Well, that was all we had for you on today's School Corner. Let's head over to the interview to see what they have in store for us. Right, if you are just joining us, of course, watching Generation C, the show that aims to inform the youth throughout our 3 segments, The Zone, Varsity Chat Room, and School Corner. I'm, of course, joined by the students that co-founded, of course, AquaNust, and I'm really excited to hear from them. I'm going to give them the liberty to introduce themselves. Please do introduce yourselves for
Hello,
our viewers.
viewers. My name is Nelce Andreas Elna. I am a third-year student at the University of Science and Technology.
Yes.
I'm currently battling my bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship.
And I'm Phineas Kaumbo. I'm a third-year entrepreneurship student at Namibia University of Science and Technology.
All right. Tell our viewers what AquaNust is all about.
Well, AquaNust is a student-founded university project that we entrepreneurship students came up with. This was a combination of the second and third year students. Well, we wanted to give back to the university as
and we think that it would be great to come up with an idea and a project to help the students that need that purified water on campus.
Yeah. Wow, how amazing is that? So you guys mentioned that AquaNust is now this, I'm sitting with the water here, right here. I'm sitting with it right here. Yeah. So what was that one thing that inspired the project, other than the students that, of course, want to have some purified water and not tap water?
Well, we can say beginning from our coach, our lecturer, Mr. Moses Shria, ended up on the day where we ended up launching. When was that? Was it?
Just
Was it 2-3 weeks ago? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the mission and vision of this business of yours?
Okay, so well, our missions are to, first of all, to mobilize students to get to know the benefit of purified water.
Yeah.
And again, to also to promote the Bachelor of Entrepreneurship at NUST, because currently, like lastly, some students were shifting from entrepreneurship to business management because there's that fear of not getting a job after the Bachelor of Entrepreneurship. So we wanted to promote the Bachelor of Entrepreneurship in terms of...
But I'm sure that there is something that already has stood out for you. What is that one thing?
Honestly, we did not think that we would make so much debut or break point, because currently we are in exams, but now that ever since we started launching 2 weeks ago, you find it common that a lot of people would pass by and be like, no, when are you guys starting again? Because now we're only, due to exams, we've gone on break. We're only going to continue the following semester. Yes. So you would find people asking for purified water, mineral water, because we made it sure that it was, we economized the prices so that students understand that we are here for them and just not for the university itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You've mentioned that you guys are only going to be continuing next semester again. Does that mean that this water is only available on the university grounds and I'm only able to get it if I'm a student at NUST, or how does that work?
No. Let's say for now, since we're still growing, we could call ourselves an SME because we are not that big. We've only started catering for students, but then we do call outs, because if you ask for, let me say you order certain, we can go to our suppliers and be like, no, we are asking, we need a supply of 20 bottles, and then we can build out a quotation for you and then hand it out. Like personally for me about it and make it work. For the first day we launched AquaNust, it was quite difficult. I think we only sold maybe 5-6 bottles. But you cannot expect to try for the first time and get it right. You get it? So if you do want to start a business, go ahead, start your business. It might not go well the first few months, but I can assure you, as the brand grows, so does the profit and so does the knowledge of the brand. You get? And for entrepreneurship students, I would like to encourage you to understand that entrepreneurship is not a course for the lazy or for people who just want to go end up as a job maker. It is somebody who thinks innovatively out of the box. You should be willing to take risks. You should be willing to grow with the business. Yes.
Right. That was, of course, the co-founders of AquaNust. Such an amazing project. And as you can see, I'm sitting here with the water. You don't know, maybe tomorrow I'm going to be sitting here with a bottle of cool drink from AquaNust as well. Because from here on out, it is, of course, just up. And if you, of course, want to get yourself a water bottle, be sure to reach out to them.
You can follow us on our Instagram page. Yes, our Facebook page. You can call any student between second year and third year. We would be glad to assist. And yes.
Yeah, so reach out to them. If you're feeling a little bit fancy on campus, you don't want to drink that fountain water, you want to drink some AquaNust water, then do so. From us here, it's, of course, let's head over to the varsity chat room. There was, of course, such an amazing interview with the AquaNust students. But, of course, now that we know what is happening with AquaNust, let's take a look at what is happening with universities all around us. Tina, kick us off.
So, guys, on page 8, we have an article on the Green Enterprise Solutions taking 16 interns and creating 11 permanent jobs since its inception. The company aims to groom and sharpen the skills of successful interns by offering them employment opportunities. How nice is that?
It's amazing. It's definitely amazing because it's so difficult to find internship. It's difficult to find a job. So if you get that opportunity,
grab it.
Greenhouse Solutions is definitely doing what they must. But of course, moving over to this week's Varsity Corner, we have Janice van Roy, a soprano from Swakopmund, Namibia, who is currently studying opera studies at the University of Cape Town. How interesting is that?
That is so beautiful.
Honestly, that is just amazing. To go all the way to SA and go study opera studies is something that...
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
Honestly, yeah. sadly, all great things do, of course, have to come to an end. It was definitely so much fun being with you guys here on Generation C. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate goodbyes, but oh well, guys. Please do study smart. It is Operation Save
the semester.
Save the
Save the
semester, guys.
semester.
Study smart, study hard.
Yeah.
Yes, drink your water.
And
see you again next week, guys.
See you again next week.